feels so weird.
It's 2021 and robotics has come a long way. Not only are robots used in manufacturing or surgery, but they've also gotten so good to the point where they can do other cool things as well, such as dancing and even doing cool katana fighting as well. Which raises the question, are there any robots in our homes to make our lives easier? No, which brings me to the genius idea for this video. I want to build a robotic arm that helps me automate the one thing I've done since the age of newborn, which is brushing my teeth, so that I can play Minecraft or read a book or watch some YouTube video with those extra 5 minutes of the day. You get the idea. But in order to build any robot, we first need a 3D model, I think. So let's see the Fusion 360 design I should have spent more time on. So as you can see, the base design is pretty simple. If you searched up servo robot arm on Google, you'd probably end up with similar images. The only different part I think that's there is this little 2 servo thing that sort of allows for the toothbrush to move just a little more freely. I think that's really it. So with that out of the way, let's just build the thing. Alright, first I need to make the acrylic parts that provide the structure for the robot. Then I need to attach the servos to those parts, which is easy to do because of editing. Next I need to write some code in order to control the arm and load that onto an Arduino. Finally add a brush and voila, I have a robot arm. And it's pretty cool. I can send it movement instructions through my laptop, and I even found a way to control it using my mouse, sort of. And I mean, sure, maybe it does move in a really fast and janky way, and maybe my camera's autofocus is having a hard time because of that. But that's like totally fine, right? That's definitely not a bad thing. But am I going to use a mouse to control this robot arm? Obviously not. Instead, I want to define a path that the arm will follow all by itself, and all I have to do is tell it to start brushing. Okay, so this is where I messed up. Originally, I wanted to write some cool code for the robot using inverse kinematics and all that nice stuff. But then I looked at my idea, and then I looked at the robot, and I was like, oh yeah, that's not happening. So instead, I went with a much simpler approach, which looks like this. Oh, this feels so weird. And it actually is very weird. I mean, my expectations weren't super high for this, but I just didn't take into account how awkward it feels to have some external contraption brush your teeth while you just sit there awkwardly like, so what do I do now? I mean, just look at me. I look so awkward just sitting there while the robot does its thing. But hey, for as janky as the robot is, it works just fine, right? So yeah, about that. Yikes. Why did I make this again? Overall, if I had to rate this whole thing, I'd rate it a solid pain out of 10.